Welcome. Actually, it's really, I don't know what is the right word, but it's too much for us because we were expecting this day for I don't know how many years. Actually, we had this idea before even founding the company itself. So it's around, let's say, 9 to 10 years. The idea was to, as Stefanos suggested, to bring people from the same community, not only products, but research, academia, research organizations, innovation research centers, and to see what's behind market, what is, as we call it in our language, TRL 6 to 7, means that what is the innovation before it becomes to market. And nobody puts some light on it. So we decided that we should do it. And here we are today. And of course, the idea of today is to somehow to emulate the experience of what we are going to develop, like the Greek Smart Factory. And today, so just to navigate you through the storyline and the agenda, it will be to have some greetings from our VIP guests. Thank you again. We are going to see the problems in Greece, what is the Greek landscape from George Panagiotopoulos and Esther Young. I'm not going to say all the names. And then we are going to see, okay, where should I start? Where should I begin? How the collaboration and Smart Factory Labs help. What is Greek Smart Factory? And then we are going to speak about technologies. We are going to speak about technologies that they are not out in the market yet, but they are already have demonstrations, really good demonstrations. So we are going to see some technologies like information modeling, and then how it can be used in AI, how it can be used with asset administration cells. And all of this experience will end up in real-life use cases from research projects that we have. It's Core Innovation Days. So it's a pleasure to have you all here, and we hope that this event is, let's say, a milestone for both us and you. So next year, you'll be willing to join with a demo yourself. So without further ado,
just one also final remark. I would say it's important to mention the project that is, due to this project, we are all here today. It's Twin4Twin. And it's a project that it's a flagship project for Core. We are going to present it afterwards. So it's it was, I think, an example of how you can use European funding in order to be able to do real things in real life and have a real impact in your company and in the society as well. So, thank you.
Okay, let's welcome to the stage the ambassador of Switzerland, Mr. Stefan Estermann. Sorry if I didn't pronounce it right. The stage is yours. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. My name is Stefan Estermann. I'm the ambassador of Switzerland to Greece now for 2.5 years, and I am discovering a fascinating country, a country that is going through a very dynamic development currently, an encouraging situation for Greece, and a situation full of opportunities. And I'm very grateful as an ambassador to be part of this new Greece that is raising its profile, that has come out of a deep crisis, but that is definitely becoming a place where you see more and more interesting and innovative approaches. Recently, I came across a small story that I would like to share with you. A Swiss outdoor company, a couple of days ago, they unveiled a new product at the Las Vegas Consumer Electronics Show. And it is an electrically assisted touring ski. So this ski is equipped with a hub motor and a lithium battery. The skis, they can increase the ascent by 80% in terms of elevation gain, and they can reduce the physical effort of the touring skier by 30%. And when the skier arrives at the summit, of course, the motor will switch off and the skier can enjoy a natural descent on the snow, on the slopes. Now, well, electrically assisted touring ski, did anybody expect such a product? Is it something needed? Is it something worthwhile? Apparently, yes. The idea, I believe, of the inventors and innovators probably was that you have a lot of electrically assisted mountain bikes, so why shouldn't we have an electrically assisted touring ski? Now, coming to innovation, the drive sections of this ski are equipped with a 6-axis inertial sensor unit and a GPS module. So each ski can determine the right moment when to activate assistance and when the ski should not provide propulsion because it is used for support. So the position of each ski is being monitored, the weight on each ski is continuously being monitored, and the angle of the heel of the skier is scrupulously observed. So you get an idea, it is really about high tech. So why I am mentioning this, it's a little bit anecdotal, it's a little bit fun, but it shows you behind these products are people with a vision, probably enthusiasts, probably they had some fun in developing these products, they thought out of the box, and I believe they had a pretty holistic approach about their product, because it's a product that probably will be linked, or most certainly will be linked to the internet, it will be linked to your fitness tracker, it will be a product that they will only be able to develop together with partners, other ski producers. It's a product that they immediately positioned on a global level by introducing it in the United States. And I think it's a nice, for me it was a nice example of real innovation. Probably these skis will not be very cheap. They will most likely be very expensive. So it shows you how innovation can contribute to the added value of an industry. And they also have, I think, a nice touch of Industry 4.0, because these skis are not a closed product, but these skis, they are part of a larger system, part of a digital ecosystem. So for me, they are a very, very nice example of also Industry 4.0. They don't know yet where the ski will be produced, perhaps in a smart factory. Now, I was talking about fun, but I think innovation is also very, very serious. We all know that Europe has to struggle to maintain its economic level, to maintain its level of prosperity, because the global competition is becoming more and more fierce. We have the United States, we have China, we have other global innovators like Australia, like South Korea, that when it comes to certain indicators are about to overtake Europe. So Europe must make a big effort to stay relevant on a global scene. So there is a geopolitical aspect to innovation, not only fun. We need to be more innovative as Europe in order to face our main competitors and to stay relevant and to keep our prosperity. Ladies and gentlemen, Switzerland is an innovative country. According to the European Union Innovation Scoreboard, Switzerland is the most innovative country in Europe, including the European Union and 12 neighboring countries. And we are defending this position for more than a decade. So it's the European Union itself certifying to Switzerland to be the innovation leader of Europe, even not being an EU member state. If you look at the indicators why we are in such a position, again, it's all about people. It's about our educational system. It's about the percentage of population engaged in continuous education. And it's about the conditions, the ecosystem that we offer to foster innovation. And it's, of course, about building bridges. Switzerland is an incredible hub for talents. And I believe that this is also a role where Greece is well positioned. And as an ambassador, I would like to do everything to encourage bridges between Greece and Switzerland in the area of innovation, between the higher schools of education. Most famous one, of course, is ETH Zurich. I have even heard that they are looking to Greece and see how they could increase their footprint here. So it's all about building bridges, about collaboration, about people, and not so much about money. Money will follow innovation. I'm deeply convinced about that. First, you have to have a thriving, innovative ecosystem, and funding will always follow if the idea is sustainable enough. One last word to sustainability. Sustainability, everybody talks about it. I'm convinced it's an incredible driving force of innovation. A sustainable product normally is a better product. It is better for economic reasons. It is better for society. It is better for the environment. I believe Europe is no longer a place to produce cheap mass products, but we need highly innovative products that will be capable to preserve our prosperity in the coming decades. So thank you very much for having invited me to your Core Innovation Day. I wish you a lot of success, a lot of new ideas, think out of the box, and continue to build bridges. Thank you very much to the organizers. Have a good day.
I like very much the fact that I agree. I think I also agree that fund and money is always the result. It's not the prerequisite or the requirement. Okay, now I'm going to welcome to the stage Professor Konstantinos Karantzalos, Secretary General of Telecommunications and Post, Ministry of Digital Governance. Thank you very much for coming.
So, a warm welcome from my side. It is always nice to discuss and brainstorm on innovation, on creativity, on problem solving, collaborations, and transformation. Warm welcome from our minister, Mr. Papastergiou, who was not able to join us today. In the Ministry of Digital Governance, we support innovation, fresh ideas. We try to challenge conventional thinking. We try to unlock also all the potential innovations. We are open for ideas and discussion. So I will try to be quick and attend as much as possible this event. There are really interesting topics like digital transformation. We have transformation horizontally in many sectors, telecoms with cloudification, space with new space, security, cybersecurity with quantum technologies, so on and so forth. So, welcome from my side, and all the success to the project, Twin4Twin, and the Innovation Days. Welcome.
Thank you very much again for being here today. We are honored. And now I'm calling to the stage Mr. Michalis Dritsas, Executive Management of EU co-funding programs at the Greek Ministry of Economy and Finance.
Hello, good morning. It's a great honor and pleasure for me to represent the Ministry of Economy and Finance. I would like to extend the welcome from the Minister, Mr. Papathanasis, and the General Secretary, Ms. Pantelopoulou. It is a very important event because this event is addressing very important technologies. And we have a great opportunity here for me today in order to present you a new initiative from the European Union and from the Greek government, which is also going to join this initiative. It's called STEP. STEP is the acronym of the Strategic Technologies for Europe platform. So allow me please to explain you about this initiative. We all know, we are aware about the report of Draghi, the Draghi report, which is addressing the serious competitiveness issues that European Union is facing. We are lagging behind in terms of technology in many sectors compared to the US and China. You can see these diagrams here. You are very familiar with all these technologies, and they are very relevant to the audience that I am addressing today. And you see that the European Union, with a blue oval shape, is in most areas lagging behind, especially in terms of digital technologies. In the green technologies, the situation looks better, and we have to make quick steps. Another chart that I selected to present you is the value chain of microprocessors. As you probably know, that across this value chain, the European Union is holding an 88% share, and we all faced many problems during the pandemic because of the lack of microprocessors, and the European Union has started the initiative for the CHIPS Act, but also STEP, that I will present you right now, is also addressing these shortages and the lack of competitiveness. So the European industry is facing many challenges in terms of competitiveness and resilience. We have these global competitors running with quick steps. And on the other hand, we have a fragmented framework of European financial tools. And what the STEP is trying to do is to integrate these financial tools and align them in order to cover the shortages that I mentioned previously. So STEP is a new initiative, it's a new policy tool, which came in force in the 1st of March of 2024. And the EU states are, let's say, going to apply this initiative, but they are not forced to do that. It's not a compulsory initiative, but Greece and many other countries are very willing to take the advantage. So how it works? The STEP has a scope to support the development of manufacturing and the manufacturing of critical technologies, as I mentioned before, because Europe is trying to establish its own value chains. At the same time, STEP tool is going to address the shortages in labor and skills. So these are the two great areas that are going to be addressed through the STEP initiative. And if a project is going to get a STEP, let's say, seal, as I will explain right now, it has to bring an innovative and cutting-edge solution that is solving a big problem, not a small one. So there is a great market, or it can contribute to reduce or prevent the strategic dependencies of the European Union. STEP initiative is addressing 3 sectors: the digital and deep tech innovation. So it's a great opportunity for me to address this audience, but also the clean and resource efficient technologies, the green tech and the biotech. These are the technologies in more detail, the digital technologies that STEP is going to address. Advanced semiconductors technologies, artificial intelligence technologies, quantum technologies, advanced connectivity, navigation and digital technologies, advanced sensing technologies, robotics and autonomous systems. And I think Greece has a great potential to do something about it. How we are going to work about it? First of all, in Greece, we have the ESPA. The reason I'm today here is I'm working in the Ministry of Economy and Finance, and we're in charge of these co-funded programs called ESPA that you know in Greek. So we're going to reprogram the existing programs in order to accommodate calls for STEP technologies. The second has to do with a STEP seal, which means it's a label granted for top projects with the greatest, let's say, marks in terms of evaluation. There's also a European portal, it's called STEP Portal. I will show them in more detail right now. And our ministry and our service is the national contact point for any queries we have about this issue. How STEP is working? There are 11 financial programs that are addressing these gaps, these needs from the Europe. It is, we have 5 programs from direct management, calls coming from the European Union, Horizon, Innovation Fund for Green Tech, Digital Euro Program, EU for Health, and European Defence Fund. 3 out of 5 are very relevant to the technologies that you are working on. And all these top programs are going to get the STEP seal. Some of them will get money, but if money cannot be given from the European Union because they didn't get the top marks, let's say, they still get a STEP seal, and they can come to the national funds, the ESPA, as we call it, and get a grant that they would get from the European Union. And all those that got money from the European Union, they can also get additional grants in order to scale up the solution. So it's a great opportunity one way or another. The STEP portal is very important because if you navigate in this portal, you can see all the calls that are coming out either from the direct managed programs, the 5 from the left side of the previous slide, and from the national calls. There are some countries that have already started uploading these state calls, let's say, in order to incorporate the STEP technologies. There is also a roadmap of the forthcoming calls so you can prepare your participation. And I urge you today to participate in the European calls, but also to give us ideas what are the shortages here in Greece in order to come up with specific calls that are addressing these technologies. So this is the philosophy of how STEP seal is given, project complying with the minimum quality requirements, plus to contribute to the STEP objectives I presented before, you get a STEP seal, which is also a seal that it is visible on the STEP platform. So if I am a company that I have a STEP seal, I can also attract funding from other organizations, like a venture capital fund, for instance. It's very, very important. And also, in order to provide some more additional, let's say, incentives for the companies, there is a STEP bonus if you come, it comes to, let's say, into making a pilot line. It gives you an extra grant if you have a STEP project with a STEP seal, 10% in areas and 5% in C areas, which means for Athens it's a plus 5%. If you are in, let's say, Sterea Elada, it gets an extra 10% grant. And it is effective. This is the pipeline of the projects from the direct management programs so far. In Greece, we have 7 programs, 7 projects with the STEP seal. 6 come from the Innovation Fund, Green Tech, and 1 comes from the Horizon Europe, from the second pillar in space technologies. These are the 7 projects I just mentioned, Innovation Fund and Horizon for space. The first wave of reprogramming in the European Union has a strong start. There are many countries that have joined this scheme, and Greece is also planning its next steps. We are working with the national authorities, the programs that have their own budget, and we're discussing with them how they can reprogram these programs in order to accommodate STEP calls. Thank you very much for your attention, and go for it. Make the next step.
Thank you very much. It's quite interesting, I have to say. And those who know us, you know that you will listen about it in the next couple of months. So now I'm calling to the stage Stefanos to discuss with you about the project that is the reason that we are being here, Twin4Twin.
Thank you, Nico, and thank you also to the previous speakers. So I was thinking that I'm going to speak, just after Michalis mentioned about the STEP, a very innovative funding. And innovation and funding goes hand in hand, as most of you know. So I was thinking that, okay, I'm going to mention something about how a success story of EU funding, a success story for us. But at the same time, of course, I'm going to present to you a European project. But what I was thinking, is it just a project? Well, the answer for us is quite clear, and what we are trying to give people to understand is that this project is more than a project for us. So it's very important also for us to be able to present this to you today. But first, let's take a step back, and I'm trying to give you a timeline of who we are and what we have done in the last years. So basically, all of it started in 2016, but of course, with Nikos, we have started, designing and planning things even since 2012. In 2016, then we founded Core Innovation. You can see also our old logo here. And then, even in 2017, we had our first projects getting funded. One of the things that urged us all the time to make the company and also try to create things in Greece is the fact that most of the projects are just staying in a drawer after they finish. So we wanted to see the next step, although we're not ready perhaps at some point for that. So in 2019 we started building the concept of our first product that came from a project ZBreak that you see there, which is Corbit. You can see it also in the demo session. But that's another story, of course. At the same time, we keep working in research and innovation because this is in our blood. So we needed a clear identity. So in 2021, we built a Core Innovation Center as a new non-profit private research organization in Greece, which turned out to be a very good decision because it grew a lot and created attraction in the Greek innovation ecosystem. So in 2023, after having a lot of discussions, a lot of ideas on the table, we managed to kick off Twin4Twin. Well, I'll tell you about this later on. Some figures, let's say, about who we are and what we have reached right now. Basically, we have managed to get over 50 EU-funded projects, a significant amount of funding. We're about 70 people right now, and which is also quite important for us. And we have a large number of a network in all around Europe, and of course, some of the most important ones are here today. Well, we are very proud to say also for our offices, because this is something that was created also by our own investment in order to be able to create a space that we can work together. And also there was a very good, we managed to get an award in the recent Industrial and Production Manufacturing Awards. So we needed a project to support this vision to become one of the major Industry 4.0 organizations in Greece, but also in Southeast Europe. Also to become an important research and innovation organization in Greece. It's doing this basically in 4 specific areas. Basically, what we are doing is we are expanding our expertise in scientific excellence in digital twins. So we have a lot of activities that have to do with knowledge sharing. We are doing shadowing activities. We are doing expert visits, but also trainings. At the same time, we have built internally new processes for new PhDs and internship programs. So to address a very important challenge that we have at this point, possibly all of us, to attract new talent. We are also doing research. although it's not very typical for such projects, but we are doing work in digital twins, building a digital twin of an advanced manufacturing system, an additive manufacturing machine, with our partners in Switzerland, Austria, and Spain, in order to improve our expertise in digital twins and big data technologies. At the same time, we have done a lot of things internally. So this project has helped us a lot to grow, to do things that we wanted to do. We gained expertise of how to run a research and innovation center. This led to a restructuring, a total restructuring of the company with new structures, with new processes, also new tools, addressing several parts of project management, of human resources, administration, all of it. So it was quite, in the core of who we are. And at the same time, of course, most of you know us about proposals. So we are writing proposals, we are good at it, and this is something that we are exchanging with all of you. We've done it last year, for example, with our partners in the consortium. This ended up to 4 funded projects this year. So tomorrow we are going to do it again with an expanded network. At the same time, we want to build through the project, a training tool, a game, in order to train people how to write proposals. And last but not least, I would say that the business development part of this is quite important. It's basically the most important part in this last year of the project that we are entering this month. And it's about the partnership, building partnerships with the academia and the industry. At the same time, we have built a tool that is mapping all the digital twin best practices in Europe. And of course, the 2 flagship initiatives that we have, the Greek Smart Factory, where we're gaining input from the business model, and the Core Innovation Days as a yearly event that we wanted to become. So what I've mentioned today, it's, I think, the most central word for this would be collaboration, how you can use the network and people that are close to you in order to improve. And we are very happy that we have these 3 organizations, SCCH from Austria, ITA from Spain, and Switzerland Innovation, and specifically the Swiss Smart Factory and the Advanced Manufacturing Institute in Bilbien, where because these organizations, we have built a very strong team that we are understanding each other, and we are doing a lot of things, and they are helping us to improve. So for us, this makes everything a success story, and this creates a success story for EU, a success story for Greece, but also a success story for Core. So thank you very much. I will stay in the stage for a couple of hours. No, I'm calling to the stage for the next session. So basically, as you have seen also in the agenda, we're going directly to the next session before the coffee break. The next session is about digital transformation. We are going to address things in Greece. We are going to see what's going on globally.